What's up, everybody? My name is Eric Hansen. I am your host here at Backpacking TV. Choosing the right backpack can really go a long way into making sure that you are comfortable out on the trail, and when you're in not only just day 1 of backpacking, but day 5, year 5, whatever it's going to be, we want to help you get the backpack that's going to last a lifetime. So today, that's what we're going to be looking at. What is the ultimate backpack? Before we actually begin the video, please like here on this video and subscribe to our channel. It definitely helps us out, and we want to be interacting with you, getting the word out about who we are and what we're doing to other like-minded adventurers and backpackers like yourself. Without further ado, let's take a look at what makes the ultimate backpack. So there's 4 elements of what I think makes a really solid backpack that informs my decisions when I'm trying to either purchase a backpack or think about what's going to go into my trip. So that is going to be number 1, comfort. Number 2, good design. Number 3, durability. And number 4 is kind of like a bonus, but that is the weight of the backpack itself. So first of all, when it comes to backpacking, I hands down think that comfort is king. That is the most important factor when I think what I would recommend to you is how can you be comfortable on your backpacking trip? And having a good backpack that makes you comfortable is going to go a long way. I like to tell people that backpacking is an endurance sport. So when you try something on in a store and it feels comfortable for the 5 minutes that you're wearing a backpack with literally 0 weight in your backpack, yeah, pretty much anything is going to be feeling comfortable right there. But what is going to feel comfortable if you're on day 6 of a trail, or if you've owned a backpack for 6 years? Is that still going to hold up and stand the test of time? We want you to be comfortable in that backpack. Today, I have a backpack that I think pretty much hits all of these points for me. This is the Terraframe 65-liter bag from Mystery Ranch. Mystery Ranch makes a lot of really robust backpacks that are super comfortable, which is one of the reasons why I really like them. They also make backpacks for like military personnel, firefighters, so you know that they're going to pretty much nail it on the head when it comes to that durability as well, and if it can carry a lot of weight. So one thing that you'll notice here is on the comfort, what are the straps looking like? Sometimes with cheaper backpacks, less expensive backpacks, you're going to be getting away with really minimalistic shoulder straps, and then your hip belt here is also going to be really basic, really minor, almost just like a nylon strap. And that's fine if you're only going to be carrying 15 to 20 pounds and lightweight is your mission. But if you are an average backpacker or somebody who's not trying to do a 60-day trail or a through hike where every ounce matters and you want to just be comfortable, these are the kinds of things that I'm going to be looking for. So is there a good padded back frame here, something with some structure and rigidity to it? Are the shoulder straps going to be really nicely and evenly distributing the weight of a backpack through my shoulders and across my back and down into my hips? And then also a really big thing is the hip belt. How is the hip belt gonna not only just sit on your hips, but is it going to move with you a little bit? Is there going to be some actual design into the structure of the backpack that's going to help make the backpacking experience more comfortable for you? Those are the types of things that you can look at in the store. You can pretty much see, like, this backpack will literally sit here on its own, which means it's got some form, it's got some rigidity, it's got some structure to it. So I think that alone is going to help indicate to me that this is going to be a backpack that will really help distribute weight. I could probably carry and load this thing up, not that I recommend it, but I could load this backpack up to 65 pounds if I were, say, a firefighter, or I just was a filmmaker going on a backpacking trip and had to carry a ton of backpacking gear and batteries and lenses, or, you know, whatever. If you're a hunter or need to be carrying that type of equipment, those are the kinds of things that can it handle that. And a pack like this can absolutely handle that. Okay, so that's comfort. That's item number 1. Number 2 is good design, which does play into comfort. So, but also the other types of things that I'm going to be looking for are How does the brain sit on here? Where are the zippers? Are things thoughtful? Or is it just one giant tube that is covered in cloth, and then that's your whole backpack? Which, if you're going for the ultralight stuff, those backpacks are great, that are really minimalistic, but I have never been super into the ultralight backpacking. I like taking some comfort food items. I like taking camera equipment with me. So I want to be able to access my backpack from multiple places. I like having multiple compartments. So good design is kind of thinking about all of these different things. Can I separate? This would be an ideal place for me to put, say, toiletries or literal like poop related things, my trowel, hand sanitizer, things that are going to be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to throw that in with my food or with my clothing or some of the other things. Like, I kind of want to keep that separated. So are there compartments to actually keep some of these things separated? Is there somewhere where I can put a map that's really easy, that's also, not going to get destroyed in my pack, just putting these things in loosely? The other thing that I definitely think about is access points. So having the ability to get into your backpack without having to literally remove all of the contents. Say you want to get at your sleeping bag or a jacket that might be at the bottom, or a water drum bag or something that's just not right at the top. Can you get into it from multiple places in your backpack? If you're somebody like me who's a photographer and wants to be able to put your camera at a space that's actually where it's supposed to be situated from a weight distribution standpoint, but you want to be able to access it throughout your hike, having access like this is critical, because if this weren't here and the only way into your backpack is through the top, you're just gonna write it off and be like, I'm not gonna go get my camera. It's too much of a pain in the butt to go do. But lots of people who aren't photographers need to be able to do that too, whether it's just getting your rain jacket if a storm is passing through, or whatever it might be. Or maybe it's just your favorite snack. You accidentally buried it in the bottom of your bag and want to be able to get at it. All those things go a long way. You might notice here too, this Mystery Ranch bag has a lot of side straps and buckles and things that, as it's not packed, can look a little bit hectic, but when you actually have a full backpack and you're trying to attach a tripod or attach your tent or something like that, it's really actually amazing how useful having some of these side straps are, or maybe your trekking poles. You don't always want to have your trekking poles literally out and in your hands. Sometimes you want to stash them away. And so having things on the side like that, some people carry smaller shelters, like a tarp shelter. Sometimes you just are literally sliding them in on the side. So things like that are awesome. Another thing that I like about this backpack itself is that you can detach the brain and you can use it as a day bag. Now, I know this is not unique. A lot of other companies make brains that detach or top loaders that detach. So having handy capabilities of, sometimes you just want to go bag a peek when you're on your backpacking trip and you don't want to take everything, but you just want water and snacks, map and compass type of thing. Being able to use something like this to take with you is super handy. Number 3 on my list of important factors for what is the ultimate backpack is durability. I can't tell you how many times I've been backpacking with people, or even my own backpack, and have been trying to get my sleeping bag in and then zip that zipper shut and just have the zipper blow. And I'm literally in the middle of my backpacking trip and my zipper is totally shot, and then I have to do crazy shenanigans to get that backpack to last me through the rest of the trip. You don't want that to happen to you, so you want to have a backpack that can withstand the rigors of backpacking, obviously. But sometimes with some backpacks, if you're trying to get away on the cheap end, or maybe it's just a brand that has some notorious issues with that type of thing, they exist. That can be a thing out there. Zippers can bust. You can have a fabric that is more prone to ripping, or maybe the strap itself is going to wear out, or a buckle is going to bust. Those are the types of things that go into the difference between a really good bag that's going to last you a long time versus a bag that maybe will just help you get out the door of the REI with not as painful of a receipt at the end of the day. I've been backpacking for probably the last 25 years or so, and I've had bags that lasted me literally 15 years of rigorous backpacking, even guiding. So I know that having a bag that can withstand years, decades of use, they exist, they are out there. And yet I have seen so many bags fail within literally just a month or two of use and ownership. Last on my list, number 4 is kind of like 3B or just subcategory, because I feel like this entirely depends upon what kind of backpacker you are. But my last category is the weight of a backpack. So this backpack has some heft to it. It's a little bit more robust than some people might desire, especially if you are an ultralight backpacker or a really experienced person that knows how to just shave those ounces off of your backpacking trip. And if you're only carrying loads of 15, 20, 25 pounds on your backpacking trips, then sure, you can get away with a much more simple and lightweight backpack. And if that is important to you, then absolutely go that route. Get something that's really just a piece of nylon that has some straps on it. You can do that. And I know that there's some really passionate people out there in the backpacking world, the hiking community, that know that this is too much backpack for them. But to me, those backpacks are just not comfortable. And they're probably not going to be able to withstand multiple seasons of use either. So if you're okay with going through multiple backpacks every year or two, then that's part of your decision-making process as well. But this backpack is going to be more robust, but for me, that is important to me. I think that having a backpack that can, even though it is heavier on its own, it's not crazy, it's still a lightweight backpack. But even though I just carry a lot of weight when I go. Part of it is because I do photography. Part of it is because I like carrying comfort items. I like carrying good food with me. Sometimes I backpack in the desert, which means I have to carry extra weight, extra water to get me through. I can't just refill my water every quarter mile. I have to carry maybe a day's worth of water at a time. Having a backpack like this will actually make that all possible. Okay. Those are my 4 things. I hope that that was helpful for you. I know that just as a caveat, this is the video for, hey, I'm beginning backpacking and I just want to know, what backpack should I buy? What can be my one size fits all backpack, my quiver of one backpack? Those are the types of things that I want to be looking for, helping you answer. If you are a super experienced backpacker who's doing long distance trails and needs to be shaving those ounces, then your needs might be different, and that's totally okay. Okay, I want to hear from you. What thoughts do you have? Do you have something different? What is your ultimate backpack? What's your favorite backpack you've ever used? Leave that in the comments below. I want to hear it, and it might give me some ideas for what I want to use in the future. But yeah, thanks so much for staying tuned here. I hope you found it informative. If you did like the video, please again, like here on the video right down there. And thanks so much for staying tuned. I'm Eric Hansen. I'll see you later.